Hi everyone, it's Justine here. I've just done a few more little, what do you call these? Oh God, I've done so many, I should know. My price tag art. So I've completed 5 more. So we've got a flower, another cat. I decided to do some type of a party theme. That one there is just, yeah, a book on the table with a cup of coffee and a pair of glasses. Another cat. I actually have sold 4 of these just recently to some people, so that was a bit of a surprise. And I've decided to do some larger ones now, which are just little cards. So these are already made up and they come with a little envelope, so you can make your own little cards, which I thought was quite cute. So it gives me a little bit more room to design something a little bit bigger. And so I just did this one here. I do have a stamp which I can put on the back, which I will do. So I've done that one. This one here, which isn't really a favourite of mine. I haven't stamped it yet. I have signed it though. This one here, which I like. This is based on that one up there as a reference. So that one. This one is a little bit boring. It's not very colourful. It's just some vineyards. I think I used that. No, I didn't use that stamp on the back. This one here I've just completed. That's just doing some abstract type of flowers. And then this one, which I actually really like this one. I like how this one turned out. So I like the colours combination, especially those purples with that mustardy colour, and then the other flowers. So yeah, I do like that one. I might do a couple more of those, or at least use those colours. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I don't know if I've got anything new up here on my clothesline, as someone called it. I've got some, oh actually I have. This one there was not new. It's actually one that I already had in a drawer. And then this one I'm adding to this cat. Just getting a little bit more on the paper. It's not good paper, it curls. And oh, actually my son did this one here at school. This is using a lino, piece of lino that you carve into, and then I put the ink on it. I can remember doing that at school. I think everyone does it in art at some stage, but I just love the abstract look of that flower and the pot, and even the butterfly. And I've done a few more. That one there is oil pastel on matte black paint. Gives a really good surface for the oil pastels to grab hold. That one is also matte black paint underneath, and then I've just used a paint on the top, just a flat matte paint. I don't know if I'm going to do any more to that. I just sort of like it as it is. I did make that little keychain there too, macrame keychain. That's just shoved up there on my clothesline. And then of course I've got those there, and these ones are still sitting up there from forever. So, but anyway, that's what I've been doing. Oh, I have been doing something else. Hang on a minute. Okay, so this is in that little tiny sketchbook that I've done other bits and pieces in. I've decided to try and draw some little loose figures, and I'm actually liking how they are turning out. So this is just using watercolour, and I get a bit of a guideline from someone that does these on a regular basis. I've never really done them before, but I do actually like that process, and done a couple of larger ones here. And you can only, and this lady here was on her mobile phone at the out the front of the shopping the shop where I get my groceries from today, and I quickly sketched it, but I didn't think I did a very good job of it. But anyway, she was actually holding her phone with one hand and holding it to the other ear, opposite ear. And it's very cold here at the moment, so she had this big long cardigan thing on, so in a handbag over her over to the side. So yeah, that was today, and I think that's all I've done so far. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do some more of those types of sketches with actual figures, but I just need to be in a crowded place or something so I can capture it. But I am enjoying that process. That's actually really good. And what else? I've done some other things. Yes, hang on. Yes, so my sketchbook. I haven't really done a great deal in here for a while because I'm not really enjoying this paper. It's a little bit, my son did that, and he did that. It's a little bit, oh, it's cheap. It's a cheap paper. It doesn't hold water very well, so it's more for dry media, and I have done watercolor on it and it's okay, but it tends to I don't know what the term is, but it's like pilling, like you get pilling on clothing. It sort of does that. It sort of roughens up and it starts to look a bit, you know, how do you do? So but I have been doing Slender Lady. Just like my boy said to me, Mum, looks like Slender Man. But yeah, well, it's his wife. So, oh, there's Billy. Just doing some various things using the Super Tips, the water soluble or water washable markers. So they tend to go a little bit. You can get the lines on there. But I'm liking the abstract faces. Then I did some more of those little figures. So it does a different, has a different effect on this paper than it does on the other one, because this is sort of more grainy, so it tends to bleed. But I actually don't mind that effect. Actually, she looks pretty cool, that one there. So I'm getting the hang of it, getting there. I'm just messing around. That was just, actually that matches my colour here almost. And then just getting used to doing some brush strokes using watercolour and creating a bit of an underwater theme with that. But I have done some other ones. There's one on my fridge. I should get that down. I'll go get it and show you. Before I do, I'll just show you them. Started this one going over an old painting that you can see here. See all the cracks in the paint? It's disgusting. Like, there's so many layers and I don't know why it did, but it's adding interest to it, which is pretty good. So yeah, see how it's cracking up the top there? Well, that was already like that. I think I might have tried making my own texture paste or something, using corn flour and paint, and I don't know what it was. It was a long time ago, but anyway, I'm going to go over it with this type of theme. Those orange fish have to go because I don't like them. They look a bit yuck. I don't like that colour, but yeah, I'll show you the ones I did on paper. Okay, so this is stuck on my fridge. Like we used to do when we were kids, you know, and if our paintings were really, really good, they ended up on the fridge. So yeah, I just did some quick use of some watercolour and scrap bit of paper and created a underwater theme. It's a bit dark, but it's okay. The actual watercolour is not a really good quality. So this white marking here is using Posca pens. And I used a bit of Neo colour too in the red on the yellow. Sorry, the red and the yellow on the fish there is actually those Neo colour crayons, and the same with those there. The yellow is the crayons, just to give some highlight. And then I did a sort of a landscape. I was trying to think of the word. Landscape, using these cheap watercolours just to fill in my time actually. But I do like how it turned out. They both turned out quite well. And sitting on my fridge gives my fridge a bit of colour. This is going to be a bit hard to capture because it's got glass on this one, but this is another one that I just did quickly and put behind glass. So I'm getting a bit of reflection here, so it's a bit, sorry about that, it's a bit hard, but that's just, yeah, doing something with watercolour and not really worrying about how it turns out. But I do love the contrast up here in the corner of that yellow and the purple and the pink with a bit of that blue. So that's using watercolour, Posca pens and Neocolor 2, the Caran d'Ache water soluble crayons. And the other one I've got hanging on my wall, which is probably a little bit dark because it's late in the afternoon now and the sun's gone down, and my light in my hallway is a little bit dull, so that's about as best as I can do. But again, watercolour, Posca pens and the water soluble crayons. And just quickly, this one I've got on my wall, I've done this ages ago, and it's on, I think it's on paper, I'm not sure, it might be on canvas or paper, but oh, I've got my son in the background making a bit of noise. Okay, I just told him I'm recording with some video footage and he needs to be quiet. Yeah, again, I can't get a really good shot of this because of the reflection of the glass, but I actually really liked how that one was, but I never liked it when I had done it, and it was shoved in a drawer. And when I was getting out some stuff to frame, I found it and I thought, no, you're coming out. And I put it in this, it's just a cheap frame, but I just love how the colours in that one pop, the yellows against, the oranges against the blue, and it's very abstract. So I do actually really like that one. And the last one I'll show you is this one here in the corner. Maybe I need to just turn it around. And there it is. It does look very, very bright. Look at that. Comes out really nice on the recording here on my phone. It's really quite vibrant. Well, it actually is really vibrant. So that's exactly how the colours are. So yeah, I'm happy about that. That's why I'm trying to do this practicing. I'll show you just quickly. This here is the backing paper in a frame. So the piece that sits in the frame. So you know when you buy a frame, it just sort of has this bit of paper in the back. When you turn it over, it's actually quite slippery. Like the actual surface is quite smooth and slippery, and it's ideal for doing brush strokes on for watercolor. So I did a bit of practicing, I'll turn it up the right way, of I did some there with pen. I was actually doodling the ones with pen, and then I decided to grab some paint on the paintbrush and just start doing brush strokes and getting used to the feel of it. And I think I did them maybe first, and then I sort of ventured onto this one. I like this one here. I like the colours I mixed there. So they've gone, that was like a deep, I'd say like a maroon colour, sort of like a dark magenta colour, and then I mixed yellow with it, like a deep yellow, and it made this really nice orangey brown. And just some other colours I mixed together. But yeah, that was a really good way to practice brush strokes, getting that sort of, feel for it. So that's pretty well it. That's what I've done. My desk is a mess, and I love it when it is. And yeah, there we go. Just a quick video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll do another one soon. Bye.